Hey guys, it's Cathy Cat, and today we are gonna answer Hey guys, it's Cathy Cat, and today we are gonna answer your questions that you asked us about food and food habits or manners here in Japan. So you left us the messages on our community tab, and I picked a couple of those out, and let's start. So, number 1, is it true that it is considered incredibly rude in Japan to ask for things to be taken off meals at restaurants, for example, asking for no mayonnaise and such? I wouldn't say rude, but sometimes it's just not possible. So, for example, some chain restaurants will already have certain ingredients inside the food, so you can't take it out. Also, you can't select it, and especially, you can't change the price. You know, sometimes you can like swap things out, and then it gets cheaper or something. You generally can't do that unless it's an option. So you can try asking, but be prepared to get a no for an answer. But however, if you have allergies, same thing as well. You might not be able to eat certain things if you go to a restaurant where they can't swap the menu around for me. Sometimes just not possible. I know there's lots of variety abroad, but in Japan sometimes people either stick to the rules, stick to the recipe, or it's just the branding that they can't change. I have heard that there are some restaurants that only allow Japanese, and is that true? Insect, mushy, mushy. I must say I've never heard about restaurants in which only Japanese people can go into. That's new to me. I heard about some clubs and bars, like gay bars, that sometimes only Japanese people are allowed in, but that might just be a myth. Generally, what I think maybe the restaurants you might have heard about is are those high elite restaurants, for example, in which like a geisha actually serves food and similar as such, which means a foreigner couldn't go into it and a normal Japanese person couldn't go into it either, so it's a bit more like a gentleman's club. So those ones are probably really hard to get hold of, but generally every restaurant I went into was totally fine with me being there. Some have actually really nice habits of like greeting foreigners in a special way, or like making sure that everything's okay, so I wouldn't worry so much about it. And I'm getting bit by insects. I'd like to know if Japanese people accept other types of modification in their food, like break the traditional and put concepts different in and such. Yes, actually, definitely a yes. There's actually lots of fusion things as well. So for example, if it's a German restaurant, it might actually have little things that are kind of tailored to the Japanese taste. Also, some other restaurants actually include foreign recipes with the Japanese recipes, mix it all up and give you something like that. Or they just have Japanese things in the restaurant plus also Western dishes separately and stuff. So, yes! What's the most popular dish in Japan? There's no one dish because there is such a great variety of Japanese food. Even I am still surprised by finding new dishes. In each and every area and prefecture, you can find different types of dishes as well. So people will be very proud of their regional prefectural food as well. That's another thing to look out for. So if you actually travel and you see different places, be sure to also travel through regions and ask them for their local specialities. Those were a couple of questions that you guys had about food in Japan. We are going to go and recruit more questions from you guys soon, so be sure to have your notification symbol clicked on so you can see it when we post the question on our community tab, so you can add your questions to the pot. Thank you very much for submitting your questions, and there's going to be more soon, so don't forget to subscribe. Catch you soon, guys. Bye!